This is Modern Photo Solutions, helping you find modern solutions for life's photographic journey. Taking you from photo overwhelm to photo fabulous in just a few taps. Your story matters. It's time to start telling it. Hey everyone, welcome to Modern Photo Solutions. I am Steph Clay and I'm so happy to be here with you today. Thank you for spending some time with me. I am going to do something a little bit new today, new for this audience, and it's something I'm going to be calling In My Inbox. I get a lot of emails and I'm not always the best at answering them. My priorities for answering questions are first the Facebook groups for the paid classes. And then after that, the Photo Fabulous free class, that Facebook group. And then I go to emails. And they've been piling up in my inbox quite a bit as of late, which I apologize for, but I thought it would be great to answer some of these most asked questions, or even just the most interesting ones on the podcast so that everyone can benefit from them. I also sent out a little email to people that are in the Heart of Photo Fabulous class and asked them to send in some audio clips. And I have one of those that we will be playing at the end of this podcast. But I also thought it might be fun for listeners to send in their own voicemails that I can add to the podcast as well if you have questions. So I have for you a phone number that you can call. I'm going to get in here to my settings so I can tell you what it is because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But another way that you can get voicemails to me is if you go to your voice app on your phone. iOS devices come with a pre-installed voice memo app. And I'm sure that you can find one in the Google Play Store as well. And you can just record your voicemail there and then email it to me. Just tap on the share and email it to me from within that app. And I'll get it. Those actually tend to be clearer audio than leaving me a voicemail on this number that I'm going to give you. But if you would like to leave me a voicemail, you can do that at area code 205-538-3444. Again, that is 205-538-3444. Alrighty, so let's jump into some of these questions from our listeners. The first one is from Laura, and I hope I'm saying that right. She spells it the same way as my sister, who goes by Laura, but it could be Laura, because my sister spells it Laura, but she says we say it Laura. So anyway, here is her question. And this is a question that I get. This is my most frequently asked question everywhere. Thank you so much for your Google Photos class. I watched it last week and have since installed it and used it to back up all of the photos for my desktop and my phone. There are a lot. My question is about Google Drive folders. I have linked Google Photos to my Drive and I have the link there, but it hasn't organized them into the year and month folders like yours did. Is there a step that I'm missing, or does it just take time? I've been uploading my photos since Friday and they just finished last night. So maybe I need to be patient. Thanks so much, Laura. Okay, there's two answers to this sort of. The first one is that yes, you do need to be patient. You need to give it a little bit of time. I checked mine. I didn't even think to check it until about a month after they had uploaded. And so I don't know when mine was done. When I checked it after a month, they were all divided into chronological folders, first by year and then by month. That being said, there is a bug in Google Photos and Google Drive where some people are not getting the chronological folders. Some people are just getting years and some people are not getting anything at all. I've searched the Google forums quite a bit, and there does not seem to be a rhyme or reason for it. There are a lot of people that are able to resolve it by doing a whole system of different things, but really it's kind of like if on a Friday night with a full moon, you stand on one foot. I mean, really, it's random stuff that people are doing that finally give them the folders. So until Google fixes that, they are aware of it, but until they fix it, it's kind of just a pain. You can search on the Google forums, the Google Photos forums, and maybe try some of the things there. Some of them are unlinking and then relinking, and that sometimes fixes it, but really it's just random. There's no rhyme or reason at all. So I'm sorry about that. Most people do have it give them folders, chronological folders of some kind, but there definitely is a bug, and that's a bummer because this is one of the features that Google does advertise, and they're still advertising it on their site, and it does work for a lot of people, but some it doesn't. So I'm sorry for any frustration that might cause you. I would suggest maybe if that really, really bothers you, delinking those so that you don't have your photos in there anymore, and then they're not just one big folder mess. So that being said, let's go into our next comment from a different Laura, actually. And she says, I just wanted to thank you for all the info you share and your class. I've followed you on the Digi Show. I've been a longtime scrapbooker, digital and traditional, and I help a lot of people, mostly seniors, organize and digitize their heritage photos and then actually do something fun with them. It's my passion, and it can be overwhelming with all the new technology. I've been a dedicated photo folder organizer and never, okay, that's 3 times she said that, and it's in all caps. Never thought I could let go of that until I took your class. I purchased a Kodak PS80. Yes, it was a large purchase for scanning photos because I believe in the magic of having your photos digitized. While it's a great scanner, I struggle with naming and labeling. Your last podcast was a huge help for me. I just wanted to thank you. You make me excited about tech stuff. And that's from Lara Ferguson. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate hearing when people are having success and changing their thinking and being able to do things they never thought they would be able to do, like get rid of folders. And that overall is what I hear from people. They go into it and they want to link their photos, their folders, and have those automatically sorted folders in Google Drive because that's what they're used to. That's what they've always used. But once people shift their mindset a little bit and realize that Google Photos is a search engine for the content of your photos, it will search on anything that is in your photos. It's amazing. People realize that by doing that, it's actually much, much faster than going to the folder. Because if you think about it, when you are looking for a specific photo and you're going by folders, what do? You know already what's in that photo, right? Because you know that there's a specific thing you're looking for. Typically, you're looking for a person or a place or a thing that is in that photo. And then you remember, now when was it that I took that photo? And then you go back to your folder system chronologically. Where if you're in Google Photos, all of your photos are in there and you're searching for that photo, instead of having to think about when did I take that photo, you just go and search on the content of that photo and find it, and it comes up. You don't have to remember exactly when it was taken. If, on the other hand, you want to see what you did in December of 2007, then you just go into Google Photos and search December 2007 without any commas, and it will pull up all of those photos. So you don't need folders. You really don't. I don't use them hardly at all anymore. You also, in Google Photos, on the right-hand side, can scroll chronologically. And if you scroll fast, you get the years. If you slow down, then you also get the months within those years. So you really just don't need folders. You don't. it just takes a little bit of a mindset shift and some getting used to. But I promise you, even people that I never ever thought I would see get rid of folders have gotten rid of folders, which honestly has surprised me because I didn't think that would happen. Okay, next from Rebecca. I heard of you from Becky Higgins and have since watched your free Fabulous class and listened to a few podcasts. I'm a fan. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I have a question that I don't believe is answered in the free class. If it is, I'm sorry. Here's my question. I currently have all our photos and videos saved on my external hard drive, sorted by years and months. Can I use these folders to upload to Google Photos as is? With videos mixed in with the photos, what will happen? A few months ago, I began uploading to Amazon since there is free unlimited photo storage with Prime. However, there is only 5 gigabytes for videos, so after a few folders, that was full, and it had a hard time skipping over those videos to just upload the photos. I created a copy of one of the years, then deleted all of the videos then uploaded that folder to Amazon. Do I need to somehow separate my photos from my videos before doing the upload to Google Photos? Also, do you have a solution for storing and organizing my videos? And kind of a random question, where do you personally back up your documents? Thank you so much for all you do to help us in the digital world. I can't wait to figure this out so I can show my parents how to as well. Lots of people are doing that. And lots of people are referring their parents to my free Google Photos class as well. Okay, so let's break this down and answer some of these questions. Can you mix those folders that you have chronologically, or can you use them to upload to Google Photos as they are? Yes, you can. If you wanted them to stay in groups like that, what you would need to do is go into Google Photos, create a new album, and then upload to that album. And then they'll all stay in groups like your folders are. If you don't want to do that, because you don't have to do that, you can download the Google Photos desktop uploader and have everything automatically uploaded into Google Photos. And you can keep your videos mixed in with your photos, and it will just upload all of those videos and photos together into Google Photos. There is not a limit on how many videos you can upload into Google Photos. There is a size limit per video, kind of like there is with photos, but it's not the length of the video or the megabytes of the video. It is the max that it will upload is 1080p, which most iPhones are 1080p, and I'm sure that probably Androids are as well. I haven't heard of any being higher than that. So most likely your videos would not be compressed anyway, and they'll just be uploaded and you'll have them in there and they're all good to go. They will stay in there chronologically. And I'm not sure the search function isn't working like when you go in and do content searches on videos. I haven't really even tested that out because that's not my forte, I guess. And so I haven't tested it out to see how well it does. I remember testing it out a while ago, but I don't honestly remember what the results are. I don't think that it's working in videos, if I remember right. It doesn't search the content of the videos for different people and things like that. But you could go in and add information, which if you're in the Facebook group, we've covered some of that, adding metadata and changing metadata and adding notes and tags and things like that. That's what you would want to search on in the Photo Fabulous First Step Facebook group to find more information on that. Okay, so the next question. Yeah, you don't need to delete those videos from folders before you upload them. They'll be great in Google Photos. You don't need to separate them out. Do I have a solution for storing and organizing videos? I use my folder system in Dropbox, and then I use Google Photos and just have them all in there. And that's when I go through and I'm documenting stories in the Project Life app, then the videos are in there chronologically as well. And I know that I want to add them with a QR code or something like that into my book so that people can scan the QR code and then be able to view the video. Let's see, the last questions. Oh, where do I personally back up documents? Okay, Dropbox. I have all of my documents stored in Dropbox and Evernote. I have a scanner that connects to, it's the same one that Becky Higgins talks about all the time. But I actually got it a long time before she started talking about it. I learned about it from Katie Nelson, who's been on the show before. And it will scan in a whole stack of stuff at one time. And so when I scan stuff, it automatically goes to Evernote or Google Photos. I have it set up so that photos automatically scanned with that scanner go directly into Google Photos, and documents that are scanned automatically go into Evernote, into a specific folder. And then I also have older stuff saved in Dropbox as well. Those are all of my cloud storage solutions for those. And then in Evernote, I can go in and tag the different documents with people's names in my family and different things like that, whatever I need. Okay, so that was from Rebecca again. The next one is from Stephanie S. And she emailed me a link to a site called DIYphotography.net. A really interesting article about how camera sales were the lowest sales ever in 2016. Lower than DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. There's tons of information, tons of infographics, it was really interesting. And so they're saying, why did all of this happen? And they're saying that it's smartphones because they're so good, and that mirrorless cameras aren't fulfilling their promise, and the DSLR market is shrinking. And then the fourth bullet point, which I thought was really interesting, is cameras are for old people. And I thought that was really interesting. It says, this is an interesting point of view. You can't see it in the numbers, but look around you. Aside from professionals, a younger generation isn't generally interested in cameras. They prefer using their smartphones for taking photos. This is not the case only when taking snapshots, but even at the point when you actually get interested in photography, they're just using their phones. So super interesting article. I will link to it in the show notes. And in case I haven't said it before, the show notes are just on the site. I always on modernphotosolutions.com on the blog, or you can click on podcasts to get there as well. I do a post there for every single episode, and then I put links for any information and also links to the transcripts in the show notes as well. That's what the show notes are. It's just basically, when you break it down, a blog post. So I'll put that in there for people to look at as well. Okay, this is from Chrissy, and she says, "Hi, Steph. I know in one of your podcasts you'd mentioned a service you use that emails interview questions about her life to your mom. So she can reply via email, but I cannot remember the name of the service. I want to get it for my parents, but for the life of me, I can't remember the name or find it online. Can you help me out?" Yes, the name of the site is Storyworth, and it is free. You can pay an additional fee to have all of those replies to those emails printed up in a book, which is what we did for my mom for her birthday. And I'm happy to say she has replied to 3 of the emails. I paused them for a while and she started working on them, and I need to go in and pause them again so that she doesn't feel too behind. But she is doing a great job, and my sisters and I are really enjoying hearing her stories. Okay, the next question is from Carmen. She says, "I have photos on an external hard drive that I transferred from CDs. It works on my old Mac computer, but would take forever to transfer all of my photos. I use a DSLR camera, so they are large files. I have a Windows laptop. I am afraid to hook up the external hard drive to it, afraid it won't work. Then I will lose all the photos. If this is okay, then I could upload to Google Photos. Does this sound correct? Any advice would be great. So I think what you're asking is if the external hard drive that you used to use on your Mac will now work on your PC. And it really depends on the external hard drive and how it was formatted before you started using it. Some external hard drives that were formatted just to work on a Mac or just to work on a PC will not cross platforms. So you can go ahead and plug it in to your Windows laptop and see if it will work. It's not going to do anything to it if it wasn't formatted correctly. It might ask you to reformat out, to which you would say no. And then you can, if it works, you can transfer all of your photos. Yes. And then actually you don't need to transfer them. If it works, then you can just install the Google Photos desktop uploader for PC, and it will recognize your external hard drive and you can upload all of those photos from the external hard drive. If it doesn't work, then you will either need to plug it into your old Mac to do it that way, or find somebody with a Mac that can transfer them for you or upload them for you. If you have those old CDs, maybe that would work as well. But yes, definitely I would recommend getting them into the cloud somehow before that external hard drive fails, especially if it's old. From Elizabeth, a quick question, she says. So I have 2 children plus my husband and I that are all on the same iCloud. So every picture from all ends up in there. I don't want my daughter's pictures of cartoons, silly friend faces, etc. and such on my Google Photos, which is what I am starting to use to organize my photos. But she wants to keep her pictures on iCloud. So if I understand you correctly, if I delete photos from Google Photos, it will delete on the iCloud, but deleting on iCloud will not delete in Google Photos. How do I work it so I only have the pictures I want to scrap on my Google Photos, but let my daughter keep hers? I am so lost. Please help. Okay, Elizabeth, I think what you need to do is get everybody in your family on their own iCloud account. That's the very first step. It will solve all of your problems, really. If you get your daughter her own iCloud ID, if you don't want her to have an email address, iCloud does have a way for kids that are under 13 where you can create an iCloud email address for them and sign in to that for her so that she can have her own iCloud backup. And then you're not getting all of her photos at all. Not on iCloud and not on Google Photos. She can share with you what she wants to share with you. And she can also, with that iCloud, you can set up family sharing, which is what you'll want to do so that you can all share the same iTunes, videos, music, all of that stuff so you don't have to buy it again. All of the same apps. So you'll want to set up family sharing as well. But once you get everyone on their own iCloud ID with their own email addresses and then set up family sharing, that really will resolve all of your problems that you're listing in here. As far as deleting goes, and in my Heart of Photo Fabulous class, I want to mention that I do have in there a guide that will show you if you delete from one location, what will happen, where else will it be deleted from, what else do I need to be careful about, all of that kinds of stuff. There's a whole section of the class actually that is on that. So if you delete on your device, it does not get deleted from Google Photos. That is correct. If you delete in Google Photos and you're on an iOS device, it will give you the option to sync deletes, where it will be deleted from, you can delete it from your device as well. If you're on an Android and you delete in Google Photos, it does get deleted from your gallery and any other apps that are connected to it. And if you delete from your gallery on an Android, it is deleted from Google Photos as well. The last thing she says is, P.S. I have old photos of my dad from when he was young and have been taking a picture of the picture, clear as mud, right, on my iPhone 7, then using that picture in the Project Life app to scrap. Will these turn out okay when I eventually print the book? They will turn out okay. I would recommend that you use an app like Scannable because you'll get a better quality and it will just look better because it will cut out all of the background and everything. So download the free Scannable app and try that. Google Photos also has a scanning app. There are lots of them out there. Okay, Allison Curry. We have some audio to play from Allison Curry.
Hi, my name is Allison Curry from Barrie, Ontario, Canada. I took Steph's Photo Fabulous and Heart of Photos class, and I have to say I'm a believer. I have most of my pictures uploaded to Google Photos now, and I'm continuing to work on getting my metadata correct before I update my scanned photos from my extended family. I can't tell you how awesome it is to have all my photos from the 1940s to now accessible to me all the time. I've been able to show friends our pictures of trips to Alaska and to Israel within seconds because everything's there at my fingertips. I was able to tell when my grandparents died just by typing in funeral in the search engine. I couldn't remember when it was, but within seconds I had it. It was my son's birthday this week, and I was able to show him pictures and tell him the exact time that he was born by finding photos from then. I never remember those type of details without looking them up. The kids have been scrolling through the photos whenever they get their hands on my phone and have been loving the videos and collages that the assistant has made. I'm currently working on a number of projects, my Project Life year in review for the past several years, as well as the kids' baby books. I'm all caught up with 2017 and 2016. I love that I can work on them wherever I am, in lines, while watching TV, and while waiting for the kids after school. I'm just excited that everything is there, ready and waiting for me to work with, and to know that it is all backed up. I'm so thankful to Steph and to her class for all that I've learned. It's a fabulous class, and I'm so glad I took it. I definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to get their photos organized and accessible and to get pages in their hands. Thanks, Steph.
Thank you, Allison, so much for that. Thank you for all of the nice words. I really appreciate hearing that people are having such great success. I appreciate you also taking the time to record that for me and send it in. That is so nice of you. It really meant a lot to me. Thank you so much for doing that and for sharing your thoughts with our listeners on the Heart of Photo Fabulous course. So to transition into that, the Heart of Photo Fabulous course for Android and iOS registration is now open. Today, it opens tonight. There will be an email that will go out tonight for the bulk of my email list. I did have a little bit of a pre-registration window open for the people that were on the wait list so that they could get early access before anybody else. And this will be open through April 5th. Oh, wait, sorry, no. April 8th, Saturday, April 8th is when registration will close. I'm doing a little bit different this time. Instead of offering a coupon code, I put it on sale. The regular price of this class is $97. It is currently on sale for $84. This will be the last time that I will have open registration for this class at this price. Next time, there will not be a discount coupon code and it will not be on sale. It will be the full $97. So if you've been thinking about it, you will want to grab it now. Anyone that purchased the class at the full price, the $97, last time there weren't that many people and I tried to catch every person and give them a partial refund. I went in today and realized that there was a handful of people that I didn't catch, and so I gave them a partial refund today. So nobody to date has spent more than $84 on this class. However, this will be the last time you will be able to get this class for $84. It will be going up the next time I open registration, which will probably not be until the fall. In this class, Heart of Photo Fabulous, there's so many things that I cover in this class. Backing up and deleting, as I already said, I cover that in detail so that you can confidently know that your photos are safe and backed up, and you can delete and know that you aren't deleting anything that you don't want to have deleted. I also cover the Project Life app. I introduce you to the Project Life app and go over all of the basic information about building pages, editing images, changing backgrounds, organizing completed pages, and my workflow step by step. Most importantly, I help you know where you should start telling your story. I will set you up for success as you learn ways to find time in your regular day and make the most of it by being as efficient as you possibly can in your workflow. Adding external supplies from different designers is something that a lot of people want to do once they get a handle on the Project Life app and they are using it a lot. And so I will show you where to shop, how to get those supplies onto your device, and how to use them to create pages. And because we will be using cloud storage, I show you how to transfer older images or outside supplies without using any cords. I hate cords. Just doing it all over the cloud. And I will show you how you can work offline by accessing and saving images on external USB storages. How are you going to tell your story? I help you figure out what kind of a system and a process is going to be best for you. Weekly, monthly, events, getting caught up. I cover all of that. This is where I show you processes and tips for documenting in different time increments. I also share my journey of finding the heart of my story and how you can find the heart of your story too. Last, I will show you how to batch export through the cloud for printing outside the app. When you purchase the Heart of Photo Fabulous class in Android or iOS, you get immediate access to the course Classroom, where you will find videos for every lesson that can be accessed on your device, your tablet, or your computer. You get lifetime access to this self-paced course. There are no deadlines. You can do it as quickly as you want or take it little bits at a time. Each lesson is very short. Most of them are anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. The longest lessons that show my step-by-step workflow are a little bit longer. They're about 12 minutes. The nice thing about that is you can just watch one little video as you have a few minutes here and there. It's awesome. You also get captions on all of the lessons. All of my videos have closed captions on them. You get access to downloadable guides that will work on your phone, your device, or your computer to help you be more successful. You get access to the exclusive Facebook groups where my team and I will be at least 5 days a week to answer questions. I actually usually go in there about 6 days a week. And you also get access to all future course updates and bonuses that I offer when people buy the course. So down the road, if I offer any kind of a bonus for people to sign up and buy the course, you automatically get that because you already have purchased the course. I love to surprise my students with little things along the way that they weren't expecting. And recently I started doing Facebook Lives in my Facebook groups. I just recently did one last week, I think, where I demonstrated something that I had learned, and I demonstrated that live in the Facebook group and people were able to ask questions. And then I went back and posted that in the classroom for people to be able to watch later with captions added as well. So I'm sure that there will be a lot more that I will be doing along those lines to help my students be as successful as possible. I have really enjoyed the Facebook groups because it provides community and a place for people to share their pages that they have created, things that they're working on, questions that they have, and everybody in there is so helpful and helping answer questions, which is just wonderful. I really enjoy it. And I love hearing the success stories that people are posting in the Facebook groups about how many pages they're getting done, how many projects they're getting completed that they've wanted to complete for a long time or they've been working on for a long time. If you are interested in hearing those, pay attention to your email over the next few days. I will be sharing those through email. So you can grab this course by going to modernphotosolutions.com/myheart. There is a link there to the iOS version and the Android version, so you can snag whichever version you prefer. And instructions are in the classroom for getting into the Facebook group. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support of me and everything that I'm doing so that I can continue to help all of you. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. I love what I'm doing and I love seeing your success. And we will see you next time on Modern Photo Solutions.